Hey guys, in this video I will try to explain the history of the Dream SMP, from its first days to the L'Manberg War. I put a lot of effort into this video, so a like and sub would be much appreciated. The Dream SMP officially started in the last week of June, a few days after the 1.16 Nether update. The first people to log on to the server were Dream, George Not Found, and Bad Boy Halo.
Yes, yes, we're live.
Live. Join the server.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Okay.
We are just playing survival. That's what we're doing.
There were other people also whitelisted at this time, like Sapnap and Callahan. Not much happened in the first days of the server, other than the community house and a few other houses being built. Overall, this was a time of peace and had a great sense of community. But then Tommy Innit joined the server and it all went downhill from there. The very first thing that Tommy Innit did when he joined the Dream SMP was to put up signs on everyone else's properties, marking it as his own.
Tommy Innit owns this property. This bridge is property of Tommy Innit now. The Hall of Fame is property of Tommy Innit.
Later in the same stream, he would mark the area for his actual house. This area would see a lot of conflict in the upcoming Disc War.
I'm going to make it in this hill. It will be Hill House. People will go, is that Hill House? And I'll go, yes, I own it.
This time period is marked by Tommy Innit joining the Dream SMP. This is because around the time that Tommy joined the Dream SMP, many more members did too. In fact, the number of people on the Dream SMP almost doubled. This led to more builds and conflicts and was the start of the Dream SMP as we know it today. Some notable buildings from this era include Tommy's house, Eret's castle, and Purple spaceship. The Disc Saga is the first major conflict on the Dream SMP. This started when Ponk pranked Sapnap by messing with his house. In retaliation, Sapnap burned down a few branches of Ponk's tree. But the fire got out of control and burned down most of Ponk's house.
Punk can try and save it. You can just leave it like that. Punk can try and save it if you want. If Punk can get there and save it, then
Punk can save it.
it.
Punk can save it. I mean, it's down to Punk to save it.
This started a feud between Ponk and Sapnap, and even Alyssa joined the conflict on Ponk's side. Sapnap responded by recruiting Tommy using the netherite chestplate given to Tommy by Dream as ransom. This started a huge battle between Tommy Innit and Sapnap and Ponk and Alyssa. This battle attracted the attention of Dream. It's worth mentioning two things. First, Tommy Innit's most prized possession on the Dream SMP were his two music discs, Cat and Mellow High. Second, in the early days of the SMP, Dream hated conflict. So, as punishment for escalating the war between Sapnap and Ponk, he stole Tommy's music discs. After realizing that his discs were gone, he interrogated Dream about their location.
What do you have that I want?
He has a netherite chestplate.
That's true. You do have a netherite chestplate.
Oh, you son of...
Dream told him that he would only get the discs back if Tommy gave him the netherite chestplate. Tommy initially refused, but after a few days of searching for the discs and having a quote Fortnite build battle on Ponk's front lawn.
Okay, go now!
I can't. Dude, you can. Wait, I don't have a bow, my dude.
He reluctantly agreed and got his discs back. For now. In fact, to this day, the discs continue to play a major role in the server's conflicts. L'Manberg started innocently enough with the formation of a drug cartel. When Wilbur Soot first joined the Dream SMP, he decided to make a drug empire with the help of Tommy Innit.
So, Tommy Innit, have you ever seen the TV show Breaking Bad? Imagine what would happen if we could get every brewing stand off the server, and then we make an empire out of producing all the potions on this server. I spent a little bit of time. I worked on something.
What the f***?
After the drug cartel ultimately failed, Wilbur realized that most of the members of the Dream SMP were American. So he decided to create his own nation exclusively for Europeans. This was the start of the great nation of L'Manberg. Tommy Innit, Wilbur Soot, and Tubbo created the first Declaration of Independence. The Dream SMP responded with the declaration of war.
Wait, can
What?
you read it
What's
out
it
loud,
called?
please?
The declaration.
called?
The Declaration of War.
Oh no!
The L'Manberg War of Independence was the largest conflict in the history of the Dream SMP. After Dream declared war on L'Manberg, he gave them a day to surrender, saying the infamous line,
I want to see white flags! White flags outside your base by tomorrow at dawn, or you are dead!
but L'Manberg stood their ground and the battle began. The first battle of the war was the Battle of the Power Tower, where the Dream SMP forced L'Manberg to retreat. This forced Wilbur to meet with Dream on his own terms. The next battle was the Battle of the Two Towers, where the 5th Battalion, L'Manberg's military, used Tommy's tower to try and gain an advantage over the Dream Team. But the Dream Team managed to push them out of the tower, and just as it looked like the Dream Team had won, the 5th Battalion took over Punz's tower, which was even taller than Tommy's. They then used their newly gained high ground to shoot at the Dream Team until they were forced to retreat.
Okay, I'm shooting down the
After the battle, Eret escorted the L'Manbergians down into a secret underground tunnel to the final control room. The L'Manbergians were under the impression that it was some sort of secret weapon. However, in what is widely considered as one of the top 10 anime betrayals, Eret led them to a massacre.
This is the final room. The final control room.
What?
What?
What's this button do?
There's nothing in the chest.
Eric.
After they had respawned, the L'Manbergians got into a VC with the Dream Team, where Dream declared that if they would not surrender, he would ignite a single piece of TNT on L'Manberg. They didn't think much of it, but unbeknownst to them, Eret had placed TNT under most of L'Manberg, and that one piece of TNT triggered a chain reaction that blew up most of L'Manberg.
Don't let this piece of TNT hurt you.
L'Manberg had lost their weapons, their trust, and finally, their home. Wilbur Soot decided to negotiate surrender with Dream. But then, Tommy had an idea. He made a proposition to Dream. A bow duel between Tommy Innit and Dream. If Tommy won, L'Manberg would get his independence. If Dream won, Tommy would give him Melohai. Dream agreed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paces fire.
Ah.
After he had respawned, Tommy got in a VC with Dream and made a new deal.
Okay, I'll do this for L'Manberg. I'll give you both of the discs if you let us have our independence.
Wait,
Cat and Melohai.
that is a very, very interesting deal.
Right.
Tommy lost his most prized possessions on the server, but he gained freedom for L'Manberg. After this, Wilbur wrote down the Decree of Independence.
As we gaze upon the swaths of redwood trees, as the now president of L'Manberg, we're not democratic, I've elected myself.
Yes.
Hereby
Yes,
state,
yes, good.
Yo! Suck it, green boy!
And with that, a new era on the Dream SMP had begun. Well, guys, if you made it to the end, thank you. I put a lot of effort into this video, so a like and sub would be much appreciated. Also, stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.